Hey everybody, just want to make a quick video today on content. So I haven't made a video in a little while. I've been a little under the weather and we just had so much going on with our marketing agency towards the end of the month. So anyway, back in action now, and I just want to talk about a question that I get often, which is what should I post on social media in terms of content? I think this is an area that most people do extremely poorly, and they spend a lot of time and energy thinking about it and ruminating on, what kind of stuff should I post or not post, or, what's the balance of real estate versus non-real estate content. And my kind of mantra is that you should post maybe one of every three or four things about real estate. And the reason is um, there's a lot of realtors out there just posting real estate content, and we all know people typically don't engage with real estate content, especially self promotion and stats. Now, if you only post real estate content, that's going to hurt you because Facebook and Instagram's algorithm recognize when you make posts and nobody cares about them because nobody engages with them. And I don't just mean likes. What you really want to go for in terms of engagement on social media is comments, okay? The reason is you want to season your profile or your account according to Facebook and Instagram's algorithms. So when you regularly post engaging stuff and people are liking, commenting, and sharing your content, Facebook and Instagram are going to assume that the next thing you post is going to be equally as engaging, and they're actually going to show it to a lot more people. So if you're always posting stuff and no one's engaging with it, you can kind of pigeonhole yourself a little bit, and Facebook and Instagram will de-rank you in their algorithm. The reason you want to post only one of three or four posts about real estate is you want to use the other posts to season yourself in their algorithm and teach them that you are someone that people like to engage with. Okay, now these kind of posts could be anything. I strongly encourage you to think outside the box and make some posts about maybe a hobby you have. If you love guitar, you love sports, whatever it may be. A really good post is what show does everyone recommend on Netflix to watch right now? People get really attached to their TV shows, and they love to give input on what you should watch next. And you need to take this as an opportunity when people comment on it to comment back to those people, keep the conversation going, create a healthy dialogue. Because what happens there is you're teaching and seasoning the algorithm and showing them that, hey, people care about what you have to say. But two, you're just getting engaged with your community. I think you should really treat social media as a platform to engage with people, not a platform to sell yourself. And what happens is, people who follow you or friends or whoever start commenting on your stuff, and their friends, their close friends, will get notifications that they commented on your post. And now you're getting exposure to people you may not have met yet. And they might say, oh, who's this guy, Eric, this realtor? My friend actually needs a realtor. And maybe Stacy knows Eric. I'll ask her about him, and maybe I'll put him in touch or something. It's just about creating content that kind of goes a little bit viral online and using the platform and the algorithm to your advantage. So I encourage you to do things like this. Again, if you create an audience of people around a hobby or a niche, that's a great way to get content to post. Honestly, like cat dog videos, those kind of things work really well. Just really good questions. I remember recently I put up a post. I was mattress shopping and I asked like, hey, has anyone tried like the Endy or the Casper or anything like that? And like people love to have an opinion about that. And they got engaged, and there was like 30 some comments within one day. And I was engaging with people, replying back to them. And obviously this was just a personal post, but you can do things like that on your business page. Because again, you're seasoning the algorithm. Because what people don't know is how the algorithm works. When you make a post on your page and say you have 500 followers, for example, Facebook's only going to show that post to a small number of those people. Say like 25 or 50. Maybe less, maybe more. It depends on all of your previous posts and how often people engage with you. But what they're going to do is they're going to show it to a small number of people. So let's say 50, for example. That's just an arbitrary number, but let's just say that for this example. Depending on how people engage with that content, Facebook or Instagram is going to decide whether or not to show it to another 50 people or not to show it to anyone else at all, based on the engagement, but mostly based on the comments. Comments are more valuable than likes or shares by a factor of 5 to 10. What they care about nowadays is starting meaningful conversations, and they've said that explicitly. So their algorithm heavily favors comments. So when people comment on your post, you want to post things that people are going to comment on. So good questions, engaging topics, that kind of stuff. And when they comment back. Don't be afraid to tag a friend either. It's okay if someone comments to ask a friend's opinion and start typing their name and tag them in that post and get them involved in the conversation and just bring people in. Start engaging dialogue, because what happens is when people comment, it'll start showing it to another group of people, and if they comment positively, it might start showing it to another, say, 100 people, and then maybe another 100 people. And that's literally how things go viral on the internet, through comments and engagement. And that's why you see a lot of controversial topics go really viral, because people like to have opinions about them. Now, I'm not saying be controversial. I'm just saying post engaging stuff. Even when it comes to real estate, if you're posting something that can be controversial, you don't have to take a side. You can just be the expert opinion in the debate that other people end up having. So when you're thinking about what to post, I challenge you to branch outside the box a little bit and, post things outside of just real estate. Your niche, your personal interests, anything like that you think your audience would engage with. And it can be things as silly as animal videos and stuff like that. So I hope that helps, guys. This is a question I get a lot ongoing, and it's something a lot of people struggle with. But don't be afraid to show your personality on your public page, whether that be Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or otherwise. I think it's only going to do you a benefit. So that's all I got for today. Leave your questions and comments in the comments below. I'm happy to engage with you guys and assist in any way I can when you're thinking about your next content post. Okay, bye for now.